Discord on. Start streaming, I guess. Not live. I believe I'm not live. Like TV is live. All slime, all the time. That's the catchphrase that I made this time was all slime, all the time. Oh, no. That's pretty funny. And then let's bring up Discord. Well, I mean, well, because if you have to spend 5.5 years to fucking do one thing. Yeah, but even so. Alright, this is, oh wait, hold on, this is gonna be an interesting thing. Water, okay. Hello, Cancer Jack. How are you? Respected, how are you? This guy, what? Yeah, there's a lot of people who go to Sun. We're gonna start a new base today. Our objective, or our, what's the best way to put it? Today's challenge is all slime all the time. As will become very soon, as will soon be very, very obvious. This is not your normal oxygen not included. Because, yeah, it'll become very, very, very obvious very soon. This is not your normal spawn is not in slime. I couldn't get the game to not crash doing that. That's the only problem, is I couldn't get the game to not crash making the spawn in slime. However, I will give you a little preview of what's to come. This is our current map. So just a little preview of what's to come. This is the map. Unfortunately, I couldn't figure out how to get the game to not crash, only having slime everywhere. It crashed every time. Which is unfortunate, because that's actually what I was aiming for, but it just didn't work out. So this'll have to do. But we'll push through this part super fast. Because that's originally what I was trying, was to make it so that the base, like, you started in slime, but I just couldn't get it to do it, which was unfortunate. Use the thing I discovered yesterday, like the infinite gas storage. I don't know. If we find a spot where it's appropriate to use, then maybe, but otherwise, no. If we find a spot where it's a good idea and we're like, oh, what we really need to do is do this infinite gas storage at some point, then we'll do it. But otherwise, I am not super worried about it. Let's put our first bedroom down here. Yeah, I don't know. I would hope so, but at the same time, interesting. They already have the no job debuff. Yeah, I'd like to use it, but it's not going to be something that I'm I'm gonna like make a... I have a feeling we'll probably use it to help clear out some of the polluted oxygen and things like that. Because obviously we're in a rough spot. What are my duplicates? Right now, nothing. We're on cycle 2. 2, baby. So right now they're nothing. They're terrible. And Doretic's already getting himself killed. I am enjoying the animal snaps, Campy. It's all I do too. It's all I do too. I used to be about that like super snap game, but I'm not anymore. I'm about the animal snap game. I think I have made it very clear. Very clear. Dupe Me is not working. Oh, I don't think Dupe Me is working. Sorry. All slime? Yes. We are on a map. Hold on. I will show you. We are on a map that is literally all slime all the time. Dupe Me isn't working right now. I just didn't turn it on, to be honest. Dupe Me is now working. We'll see how it does its thing. Prepare the graves? Hell no. We're gonna be fine. We'll be fine. I guess I'm a little worried. I honestly don't know how this one is gonna go, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know how this one's gonna go. I'm both worried and just kind of like, oh, okay. We'll see. Right, we'll see. Because there's some things that we don't have access to, right? I did get it so that at least one squishy will spawn. So there's one squishy somewhere on the map. No idea where, but one squishy somewhere on the map. Was gonna take wine for... Oh, dude, do it. Do it. He deserves it. He's a good boy. He deserves it. He's a good boy. So make sure that you do. New colony, yes. Oh, yeah, you're already in queue. Can't be, you're actually, or you were number 2 in queue. You were number 2. Sorry, you were already in queue. I got you. Oh no, the raids aren't starting. Oh, 1. Oh, yeah, you lost your first one. I think you need to learn that the key is that you be playing Dungeons and Dragons at the same time. And so that way your luck can only get good / bad, right? Got a map with a steam car, literally to the left of your base. The issue I've had no idea how to use it. So the problem with it being left of your... We have a geyser here. The problem with it being left of your base, like directly left of your base, is you're gonna have problems with heat. Make sure that you insulate it fast, right? Make sure that you insulate it. We're gonna choose a duplicate. This next duplicate is going to be Bubbles, who will be Campy. Campy, welcome to the colony. I do not promise you a long life, and in this case, I barely promise you a life at all. But hopefully it works out for you, right? Alright, let's set everybody's priorities. Everybody will combat. Everybody will life support. Everyone will toggle. Everyone will care. Everybody will low-key tidy. Vanjie will cook. Teretic will research. Ake will mine, operate. And Campy, you will tidy, build, supply, and store. Losing all of the iCoins. Lurkmuk, be right back. Yeah. Go do the good thing for the good boy. Go do the thing for the good boy. Simone-chan, how are you tonight? Got it right the first time. The first time, I tell you. These are going to accept everything. You did. I did too. I got it right the first time. I know, amazing. 2 bits. 2 bits. Great, what about me? What? Number 1? Oh, it's Monday. The bit bosses have restarted. That 2-bit number 1 bit boss, I am doing well. You know what? It's a good Monday. We had Monday off because it's Memorial Day here in the States. So national holiday today, which is great. So I had today off. I just relaxed a little bit, did some shopping for food and stuff, and then what state am I in? I'm in California. Kiko with the 25 bits stealing that number 1 spot. Already the number 1 spot. I'm in California. I am in Southern California. Samuni-chan with the 200, solidifying the grab at first. Being like, no, this is my spot for now. Played a lot of Raft today. I spent my rent on getting bits. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. I played a lot of Raft today. AK and I have been playing Raft. It is something else, to be sure. Joka, quack. Yeah, don't spend rent on getting the bits. Don't spend rent on getting the bits. No renty bitsies. Let's make our first. Let's make our first little farm right here. Did I like it? Yeah, we've probably put, in the past 2 days, 3 days, we've probably put 20 hours into it. And honestly, I didn't feel like I was putting 20 hours into it, which is the sign of a decent game, right? Like, if you can very literally just lose your time, like, it's the sign of a decent game. I think it has great potential. I am excited to see it grow, to be honest. I don't think it has a lot of depth right now. Right, there's a lot to it that isn't... Right, you get to the end game fairly quickly, where it just becomes kind of a pattern. And then it really becomes SimCity, where you're just like, okay, we're gonna, we're just gonna build a bigger raft, basically. So right now we're working on our second and third houses on the raft. Right, so there's that sort of thing. It's fun. I'm very curious to see where they take it. What's up, Respected? Pato Vimore, I don't know that. A map full of slime with me. For me? I don't know what to do, like, before, yeah, I don't. I'm trying to work at it. Quack, quack, quack. This is how we like. VTKO with the follow. VTKO, thank you for the follow. Oh, hey, what? Oh, the quack, the quack is doing a thing. Yep. Oh, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to turn off the sounds for a minute. Hello. Oh, and everybody is here. Okay. Hi. We started a new base. So technically, of current bases, yep. Okay, that's a thing. They have appeared. It says. Hello all. Hello. We've started a new base tonight. I am terrible at this game, and I will take any and all suggestions. Peto Papa with that 2,754 person host. Hello, the ducks. Hello, ducks. Hello. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a thing, I guess. Oh, all right. Yep. Okay. My phone is gonna go dead now. That's cool. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Oxygen Not Included. To give you all, just as a quick, Samuni-chan with the 2 bits, thank you. Just to give everybody a little bit of a quick idea of what we're playing with tonight. So the challenge is all slime all the time. This is what we're playing with tonight. So just to give you all an idea, this is what the map looks like. This is the challenge. Right here. So just giving you a quick boot. So that's what we're playing. We are playing full slime all the time. It took a little while to get it to work, but hopefully... How do you zoom out again? Alt-S, and then you can zoom out. Wall hacks? Wall hacks! Dirty hackers. Right? The worst. The worst. Dirty hackers are the worst. We're gonna grow some mealwood. We're gonna obviously live on mushrooms soon. Everything is okay here. Everything is okay here. Let's get them to do this. We did build a jobs board, so everybody's gonna get jobs. Respected. Getting that world boss in. Getting some of those free points. Vanjie is going to be our chef. Doretic is going to be our research assistant. Ake is going to be... I kind of have him in as a miner. Let's do it. Let's make Ake... Yeah, let's give him a miner because we need to get out. Campy is going to be the farmhand, but she's actually going to be the groundskeeper for right now. We are going to auto-prioritize, and we are going to put on... No, why? Why? I know, it's my phone. It's my phone, okay? I know. I agree. But no barking. Come on, you can't bark. Right? I get in trouble when you bark. So, take it. I guess. You're a good boy. You're a good boy, the pip. So we're gonna do a thing. Seelin, how are you? I saw that message. I might miss messages for a little while. I'm not doing it on purpose. $160. I have a couple people who watch in 160p, to be honest. I always kind of laugh at them a little bit and call them to have potato internet, but we do a thing. Yeah. Sorry, yeah, you got caught up in the quacks. Pato papa. Papa. Oh, with the one, Yep. We keep eating your ice cream cake. Ice cream cake is fantastic. I'm doing well for my first time. I know, right? The base is really hard. Master Duck, could you please give me tips on how to play this game? I see that you got to cycle like almost 200, right? You got to almost cycle 200, which is actually really good. So, like, round of applause for there. Samuni-chan with the bits, staying in that number 9 bits. Master Duck. You like the Master Duck thing? Come on, that was funny. It was funny, the Master Duck. My front. Master Duck was funny. Can you give tips? Yeah, Brazil internet's not great. I know. Actually, a lot of... I was giving him, you know, Master Duck. You guys are awesome. I love how much shit you give him. My people give me shit too. I choose to see people giving me shit as a sign of love. God, I doubt I'm God. You could just ask the girlfriend. I am definitely not God. Hey, let's be drunk. I can get behind that. Avak, how are you? It's going well. Apparently, it's going well. Avak, ladies and gentlemen, Avak, another fantastic streamer. Plays a lot of colony simulation games, Stellaris. This, RimWorld, Machiavellian recently, Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. Fantastic. Fun to listen to. One of my go-tos for the laptop at night. Drunk stream. I've done a lot of... Peto recommended me. Oh, Tsunami-chan? Samuni-chan. With the other 2 bits. Each clap in chat, you drink. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Each clap and chat and you drink. Don't do that. You might die. I'm not too kind. I honestly learn from so many of you that I don't mind. I look up to so many of you, so I can't pronounce it, so I will just butcher your language. I apologize, but I cannot pronounce that. We are going to make ourselves a... Let's see, we have a campy, we have that. We're going to need ourselves a Mooey McBeef. He will be... apparently he wants to be an operator, so let's let him do that. Let's make him a new engineer. Mooey McBeef, general engineer. Let's do it. How to play Oxygen. He's getting not bad. Like, he's actually getting good. You guys say teach Pato how to play Oxygen, but have you seen how well he's been doing? Follow for the Prinny. Yeah, I agree. Prinnies are awesome, dude. New care, Big Duck. We can do Big Duck. We'll put Duck in. Samuni-chan with another 2 bits. Samuni-chan, thank you. I actually watched Pato's stream, so, like, that's... Ayla! Hey! How are you? Ayla, welcome in. It was this huge raid, or as they will say, gank. Huge gank from our friends over at Pato Papao. I'm sorry. It's Papa Duck. It's funny. A fantastic Brazilian streamer who I catch, like, very little of what he's actually saying, but I laugh all the time. Which, if you ask me, is kind of more important. Kind of more important. We're going to do some sanitation, decontamination. Let's do it. Papa Duck? Is it Papa Duck? I swear to God, is it not Papa Duck? Daddy Duck? Alright, it's Daddy Duck, not Papa Duck. You know what? I like Papa Duck, though. We'll go with Daddy Duck. Thank you. Do I know Terraria? I do. I do. I have played Terraria. I did not play Starbound, but I did play Terraria. Take my follow. Roscovo, thank you. Big Daddy Ishmael. Daddy Cow. Alright, so we have a miner. We are gonna kind of start on the journey, right? So anybody who has missed it thus far, the challenge this week is all slime, all the time. What it means is this is the map that we're playing on. It is very literally one large slime biome. So we are playing all slime all the time. And it's just everything that comes with that, right? And this is partly my way of saying you don't need to be afraid of Slimelung. But at the same time, I'm sitting here going, shit, should I really be afraid of Slimelung? How am I going to deal with all the germs? We're going to find out. Oh, 100 bits if I name one you? Sumuni. Yeah, we can do that in a minute. We'll do that. I gotta get a couple names in, but we'll do it. The main objective of this game is simply to survive, right? The main objective is simply to survive, and doing so requires that you manage a handful of systems. The biggest ones are, it requires that you manage food, it requires that you manage oxygen, and it requires that you manage heat. As long as you manage food, oxygen, and heat, you should be able to survive forever. And it sounds really simple. All you have to do is just make air and plant food and insulate your things. The problem is it's anything but. Yeah, right. There's a lot of things that will kind of happen. Hey, Gringo. Okay. There was a lot of things that will happen to you on the way that make it not super easy to do. I don't know how to pronounce it. You're killing me. I know. Translate it. I know. Translate it. How long do I play Ani? I have 1,076 hours into the game. So I've played Ani a little bit. Says I don't like showers. Lumberjack 9, how are you tonight? Well, so showers in the game serve no real purpose. He is right. I don't like showers in the game. Because showers in the game don't serve any real purpose at all, right? The buff that you get, or the debuff that you get, is called Grimy, but it doesn't do anything, right? If we take a look at their stress, there's no de-stressor for Grimy. The Grimy debuff doesn't do anything itself. All it does is makes it so that you change regular water into polluted water, but you shouldn't need to do that, right? It's not a big deal right now. So there's no real great reason to use them unless you're doing some really specific kind of building for a polluted water plant to make power, or you have too many water geysers and you need the polluted water. There's a lot of reasons, but it's not from a purely practical standpoint. Showers don't do anything for you. There's no reason to use a shower from a practical standpoint in this game. As terrible as it is, I am a monster for doing that. That is correct. Zombie, how are you? I'm gonna translate that. No, I know. I am well. I am well. Hold on, I'm sure. Why do you place the door one floor above or one up? I do this, so there's a couple of reasons that you would want to do this, placing the door one up. The biggest one is protecting your water, especially early game, where you might get a lot of puke, or the toilets might fill up and people like pee on the floors. What'll happen is if they pee here, or they pee here, or they pee here, or something like that, then what'll happen is it'll get down into your water, and then you have to clean it up, and it gets food poisoning. We don't want that food poisoning down there. So if you put a lip on your floors, if they puke or pee in this room, or they puke or pee in this room, it'll stay in that room so that we can clean it up, and we won't. Boy, so hold on. Boys out, go edit. Boys out, go Zao? Boys out, go edit, please. Boys out, go edit, please. If he's truly his editor, he needs it. Boys out, you need to edit. Like edit it all. Edit it all. Where did AK go? He's. And everybody flips. Clip it and send it to Papa Duck. I'm assuming I'm taking people at their word here, which don't ruin it for everybody. I'm taking people at their word. How many cycles does my best base have? About 1,500. I get bored, so the game gets boring around 1,000. I won't lie, the game gets boring around 1,000. How do I have so much food already? I'm growing mealwood. Which actually reminds me, we have to turn off their ability to eat mealwood. And turn on... Boys, how is this videos editor? Yeah. The next one will be good. Oh, my clips thing doesn't work out super well. Hold on a second. Hi, are you here? Nope. Alright. Are you a sub of get the emotes? I am a sub of Pato Papao. It's not just for the emotes though. I am a fan, so therefore I sub. Right? That's just I sub to a handful of people. I am a fan. I do have the emotes though. Pato Papao. Quack. Quack. Alright. We need to actually focus on doing stuff though. So we're gonna put some power down here. Here's the issue, is I put my farm down here, which means that if I put power here, it's gonna make this farm too hot. So we actually need to move kind of... We don't really have a great place to do this. Alright. Do we have somebody we need? You're not... So there's no... have I played Stardew? Yes. There is no sustained base early on, right? There's bases that you can survive on very quickly. The biggest ones are, don't build too many oxygen generators. You know what? We haven't done it. Let us make this one a new bit. Let's make this one Samuni-chan. Samuni-chan, welcome to the colony. I do not promise you a long life, but I do promise you an interesting one. You are actually going to be... I forgot. Gopher. Yeah, that'll work. So the link thing is broken. The link thing's broken. I don't know why. But there's no really good... Your life has started. Samuni-chan, the 100 bits, your life has started. You might not last long. I don't know. We'll see. Get mealwood down on the ground really quick if you're going for, like, real early life. Realistically, it's all about just kind of getting bathrooms and just getting all of the systems in place super quick. Food's important. Making sure that you store food in carbon dioxide. So you'll take a look that I'm storing the food in carbon dioxide. Make sure you do that. I rush power because I don't want to have a duplicate running on a wheel all the time. So I do that. You don't have to do that though. This isn't going to be the best... what's the best way to put it? This isn't going to be the best example of everything to do because I'm also going to rush medbeds and things like that, which I normally wouldn't do. Mostly because, well... Yeah. We are, you know, coming up on a slime biome really quick. Raid time! Raid time! Everybody, it's raid time! If you are new to the channel and you don't know what a raid is, raids are our way of getting more iCoins, the channel currency. Did you get him? It's funny. You didn't ban him for it, did you? No, okay, okay. Alright, so we're gonna run plumbing up this way. This is clean water. This is also clean water, so we're gonna do this, do this. We're gonna do this. Yeah, Slimelung, the way we're gonna deal with Slimelung, at least to start, is we're going to basically purify it with our duplicant's lungs. Where it's gonna be rough. How many cycles does my best base have? About 1,500. But I get bored around 1,000, so we normally call things between 700 and 1,000 around here. My best is about 1,500 before I just said, I'm not gonna do it anymore. Unfortunately, once you get to that 1,500 point, right, like once you get to extra blocks in the door. Oh, the lip? The lip is for keeping the water clean and keeping pollution. So if they puke or they pee in a room, I want it to stay in the room so I can clean it up instead of having it go everywhere, right? Because our food is down here, so we don't want them to come down here. Do I change the priorities tab? I do. So I actually do. I also play with advanced priorities on, so I play with advanced priorities. We want to go... What do we need? I need tables. Yeah, keeps pee in the room from spreading. Oh, you have to jump all the time? They don't. They don't really. It really doesn't hurt you. Yeah, it doesn't really hurt you. There are other things that are way more of a hit into dupe time than that. So we do need to put... We're gonna put polluted water here. We're gonna put it down here this time. We're gonna make this a polluted water pit. I was actually just trying to decide where we're gonna put it, to be honest. And we are going to use Chikorita with that tier 1 subscription. Chikorita, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Thank you. I'm touched. Thank you. Hey, awesome. Respected, I do believe, is Brazilian. I wish AK was right here right now. Oh, wait, why are... Wow, the buried muck roots and stuff. Chikorita, thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. Thank you. Waterlock, or you think that's cheating? I don't use waterlocks, especially early on, because it makes it so that they get stress from the from being wet. I don't necessarily think it's cheating. We use waterlocks in real life, right? So there are places where we use waterlocks in real life. I don't think it's necessarily cheating. I just don't prefer to use them. Chikorita. Chikorita. The Pokemon? Gosh, I hope you mean the Pokemon. That's the only Chikorita I know. What's for all this door? We're gonna keep out polluted oxygen from this door. With this door. Right? So this setup, it isn't perfect. However, this setup does keep out most gas transfer between two sides of an airlock. Chikorita's a bad Pokemon? Ow. How they never get stress? Clean the floors. Your biggest one is to clean the floors. If you keep clean floors in the beginning, they won't get super stressed really quick without art. Chikorita's the worst Pokemon. It's not true. It's not true. Sandshrew is the worst Pokemon. Samuni-chan, those 1 bits. Thank you for the bits. I did. You can't ban me in this chat. You have no power here. I am free from your tyranny in this place. Chikorita versus Charmander? That's not even fair, though. Now you're playing anti-types, so that's not even fair. Right? Like, if you're gonna compare two Pokemon, well, this is better than this one, you have to compare like types. You can't compare anti-types. That's crap. That's not fair. Right? Ah, yeah, Charmander's gonna beat a Chikorita. Well, of course it is. It's a fire Pokemon versus a grass Pokemon. Obviously, sir, you have not played enough Pokemon. Actually, I'm gonna do this a different way. You like Sandshrew? I can't win. Haunter's a good Pokemon. Haunter's a good Pokemon. Gengar's a cool Pokemon. It's all good times. What kind of energy do I use most? Probably natural gas, for sure. Natural gas for surezies. Bulbasaur is the worst Pokemon ever? Ow. Wow. Bulbasaur hating on the original 151. Ah. That's rough right there. That's a rough prospect. 2 more bits. I didn't see it. Or did I already? I might have already looked. Okay, is everything? Yep, everything's priority 9. Fantastic. Alright. Pado's chat doesn't know anything about Pokemon? Ouch. You know, I saw him playing Black and White the other day. I was like, oh, he's playing Pokemon. So I tuned in for a while, and I'm just like, I do not play enough Pokemon in my life. But really, who of us can say that we play enough Pokemon in our lives? They're like overpowered Pokemon. They don't understand the nuances of the better species, the better breeds of Pokemon. We need a new duplicate, but we don't have a bedroom. Let's do it anyway. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Narcoleptic interior decorator likes to do art. 3 creativity. Ooh, but you got noodle arms. But you do like to build and ranch. You have 5 creativity. You would not be a bad farmer. Let's go ahead. Let's make it you, Gene. Let's make this Pato. You know what? For what an awesome raid. You can be our artist. It is a fairly safe profession inside of the colony. However, it is possible that you die. You never know. You never know. Boom! Ready? Pop! Oh, look, an artist's hat. What? It's the best. We'll make it Pato. He can be our artist for a little while, which is going to be great because it's actually one of the more important jobs. But what that does mean is because we don't have any art right now, right? So art is set to a thing. I always want to do art, but until then, he's going to low-key do that, and I also want him to kind of low-key do some farming, right? I want him to farm and art. What does Phosphorite do? Phosphorite is for feeding a couple of the different animals and for doing... it's for feeding a couple of the puffs. Okay. It's for feeding a couple puffs. Fresser Oak is the worst Pokemon? That's funny. I'm not sure you know this, but Oak's not a Pokemon. I know, right? Oak's not a Pokemon. Join the raid. All right, we need another bedroom. I am not gonna do a thing this time. What are we? Oh, wait, no. Whoa, what am I doing? No. Little space right there. Spaces are important. So I know this is restart day, and I normally like to explain a lot of the things that I'm doing. Space is next to your ladder. So if you build a base the standard style, and you have a ladder that kind of goes from the bottom of your base to the top of your base, a lot of people will, when they start the game, they'll push the walls right up next to it, right? So you have the ladder, and then you have walls for your rooms going up and down. The problem is gas physics in this game are not great, and they have problems exchanging gases between two tiles without any extra space. If you make your hallway 3, they won't lose any speed going across because they can just jump. And it makes it so that the gas will equalize faster, so that your carbon dioxide will fall way faster, and make it so that your base gets pressurized a little bit easier. Just as a heads up, this is the better way to do it. Okay, so we're actually not going to get rid of this layer because I want them to build this without having to dig out this. Do I use 18 blocks for each room in my base? No, but I do have a pattern. I definitely do have patterns that I follow. Like, I like these 6-bed bedrooms. It's just my personal preference. iCoins is the thing. iCoins to check your coins. But the bot might freak out. Respected priest of the raid. get a layer of CO2? They do, so they will get a layer of CO2. This one's actually not doing so well. I don't use mesh floors. I tend to use, we haven't researched them yet, but I tend to use these airflow tiles. Eventually, that's going to become a thing, right? I'm going to use an airflow tile eventually to do it. But for right now, they can just live. They'll have nice art, at least. They'll have nice art, at least. I do want to get the power running, though. Louisa has joined. You must construct additional pylons. We now have a Chikorita. Chikorita! You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You know what? Of all of the streamers, 2 of my favorite hosts have been in here tonight, and it is... Yeah. Yeah. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. You're all great. It has been an insane, crazy 4 months at this point. Okay, so notice, we didn't touch any slime blocks, right? So none of these slime blocks have been dug out, which means we don't actually have Slimelung in the air. It's only when these get hit that we're gonna have to deal with Slimelung in the air. So just keep that in mind when you're playing, right? If you are making your way kind of into a slime biome, and you can kind of get around digging these slime blocks, treat them like asbestos. If you don't disturb it, you won't get cancer. If you do disturb it, you get Slimelung, right? That's the thing. I kind of figured it was Chikorita, you know, with the Chikorita emote. So we are going to build a battery here. I'm kind of trying to keep this outside of... Right, I'm kind of trying to keep it outside of the base so that these don't overheat super fast. Eventually, obviously, we're just going to have to go for mushrooms, right? Mushrooms are basically the only food we're going to be able to live with for a long time. So I did see a geyser right here, and I want to check and see what it is. It's a water geyser, so we actually want to come see this and see what it is, because it's a water geyser. So we're going to also kind of start to make our way up here. The problem is can we... Yeah, we can do it without touching it. All right, so we're going to do this without touching slime. Well, without, you know, hitting the slime. So we're going to come up like this, we're going to come up like this, and then we're just going to dig these 2 blocks. And that's going to let us see what this is without actually touching any slime to keep us free of the Slimelung. And then for right here, I don't want to pressurize everything all the time, so I'm just going to put a door. I'm going to put a door right here, so that way we don't have to pressurize this with our one thing of oxygen, which we have to deal with soon. How do you know it's a water geyser? Okay, so geysers in this game can't be built on, right? You can't build a tile on a geyser. So when you find these telltale 3 blocks of, or 4 blocks of neutronium, right? I can see the neutronium. All geysers are on 4 blocks of neutronium. What I can do is try to build tiles, right? And depending on the pattern of tiles that aren't built, so if it looks like this, it's a gas geyser of some form. It's a vent, right? So it'll be like a steam vent or a hydrogen vent or a natural gas vent or something like that. If it's like this, then it's a water geyser of some form. So it'll put out polluted water, it'll put out cool slush, it'll put out something, right? It's something like that. And then if it's like this, where it's 3 tall and 3 wide, it's a volcano. So it'll put out a metal of some form or igneous rock. But it'll be very hot. Whatever it does, it'll be very hot. So depending on what pattern you see, depends on what kind of geyser it is. So if I come up here and I can tell that this is here and I spam it a bit, you'll see that it's 4 wide. So because it's 4 wide, I know that it's a water geyser of some form. Right? I don't know what water geyser, but I know it's a water geyser of some form. Bye? Hello? Bye? Hello. Tutorial hacker. Wouldn't be the first time I've been called a hacker in my life. Never in a bad way, though. Yeah, is that an insult? It's kind of what I do for a job in a lot of times, so... not really worried about that. Volcanoes are very cool. You know what? Volcanoes are, as the children say, lit. Volcanoes are lit. Very lit. Is there any power attenuation? No, there is no resistance in wires in this. Thank God. If there was resistance in wires in this, or if there was, like, pressure, water pressure in pipes, no. Have a good night. Go watch the video and go dormant. Oh, good night. Good night. Good night. Zanio, I accidentally tried to compile 4.5 million lines of code. How is that an accident? I feel like you should know that you're gonna compile 4.5 million lines of code. Like, I feel like that's something you should have known you were going to do. Where's the geyser? This is a geyser right here. So we don't know what it is yet, but it's right here. We're gonna find out. How do you accidentally do 4.5 million lines of code? I feel like... oh. Whoops. Whoops. Germs are normally not a problem at the beginning of the game, unless you puke in your water supply. If you puke in your water supply, big problem. But if you don't puke in your water supply, they're fine. It's hard to find... so it's hard to find geysers early on, right? If you don't know what you're looking for. What you are looking for... this map's going to be kind of bad for it. But what you are looking for is these 4 blocks. And the easiest way to do it is to look in temperature mode, because these 4 blocks are always absolute 0, right? So they're going to be a very bright blue, no matter what the temperature is around them. They're going to be a very bright blue. So you want to look for these 4 blocks. If you can find these 4 blocks, then you've found a geyser. Luckily, power in this game is it's all super pure water. Yeah, so this is a thing. So now we're going to do our airflow tiles. Right, so that we can actually do this. What is the geyser used for? It depends on what it is. Cold slush is the best that you can get, but it's not... It's not always a cold slush. If it's a cold slush geyser, we're in freaking business. Right? The cold slush geysers are fantastic. Pato Papao sleeps on the floor. I've slept on a floor before. It's not comfortable. Steam is for water. There's a couple of things that you can kind of... there's a couple of really good geysers. Water geysers are pretty much always something solid, right? Something good. So we're going to go for distillation, because this water sieve is going to save us for a while, I think. Desian with the follow.